You had to guess I wouldn't be getting through this webinar without talking about social media. We hear about it everywhere. There is an array of tools available today that require only the investment of time to use. The beauty of social media is that you don't have to wait until people come to your website to communicate with them. Instead, they give you permission to enter their space, literally opening the door for you to communicate with them in a way that they are comfortable with and in a way that requires no initiative on their part. I'm going to talk about the big four. There are other tools out there, but we only have an hour, and these are by far the most popular. And when it comes to social media, popularity counts. There are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Let's start with Facebook and some basic stats. There are more than 500 million active users of Facebook. 50% of those users are logging in on any given day. 150 million users access it using their mobile phone. The average user is connected to 80 community pages, groups, and events. Facebook lets you communicate with your members where they are already at. And with those kind of numbers, chances are some of your members are there. In September, Alan Press did a webinar which we recorded and posted on our website about how to get started using a variety of social networking tools. I'm actually going to focus on what kind of information to post on your page and how often you should post and how to let people know you're on Facebook. I invite you to view the video of the earlier webinar for information about how to set up these tools. What you post depends on the audience you are serving. If your organization has an outreach to the general public, your message will likely include communication to this group. But if your primary audience is professionals in your discipline, as is the case for many scholarly and professional societies, you can focus on topics that interest your members. So here we go. You could post information about your annual meeting, information about upcoming educational events, reminders about member benefits, special offers or discounts on registration or purchases, links to articles affecting your discipline, recognition of members, a profile of members, a call for papers, a call for volunteers. Repurpose existing content and post newsletter articles once a week. Photos from the annual meeting, videos, links to surveys, press releases, availability of new articles online, award nominees, requests for donations, what's going on in student chapters, or you could ask a question. The list goes on and on. If you want more ideas, look at what others are doing. Here are some examples. The American Optometric Society, the American Speech Language Hearing Association, and the National Association of Social Workers, and the American Occupational Therapy Association. Search Facebook for the word society or association to find more. Always, always, always include a link back to your website or the article recommended, and include an image if you can. It makes your posts stand out more on their wall. Keep your posts light and conversational. Remember, you're communicating to them in the same space where they communicate with their friends. Allow others to post on your wall as well. Encourage officers and committee members to post too. As a general rule, I would aim for posting 1 to 2 times per week. If you post something every day, you're going to quickly be hidden from your members' wall, so try not to be annoying. And for those of you that or have boards that have been resisting Facebook because you're afraid someone will say something bad about your organization, my advice to you is to get over it. I've never been accused of beating around the bush, but I'm not alone in this. If someone wants to say something negative, they're going to find a way to do it whether you have a Facebook page or not. At least if they do it on the organization's page, you know about it, you can respond to them, and you can fix whatever the problem is. Feedback is a gift. Don't be afraid. If someone posts an inappropriate comment on your page, Facebook does provide a mechanism for removing it. But keep in mind, inappropriate is much different than someone's opinion that may be considered criticism. I recommend reading Groundswell by Charlene Lee and Josh Burnoff. It really helps put the value versus the risk into perspective. Okay, so once you have a Facebook page and you know what and when you're going to post, how do you get people to like your page? This is a recent change in Facebook. Originally, users became a fan of your page, and now they just have to like you. I guess being a fan required too much of a commitment. Anyway, creating a page and sitting back and waiting for your friends to start pouring in is only going to leave you disappointed and lonely. Well, your page will be lonely at least. Facebook is not unlike any other website. You have to tell people it's there. One disadvantage of Facebook is that unlike a regular website where your domain gets propagated to the search engine and then becomes discoverable, Facebook pages don't show up as reliably in major search engines. So it's your job to get the word out. Facebook provides users with this nice little graphic, they call it a badge, that you can use to let people know that you are now on Facebook and that they should check it out. Put this badge on every piece of communication you send out. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Put it on your website, put it on your publications, your brochures, your renewal notices, your invoices, your email signature, literally everywhere. Eventually the whole viral thing will take off and you won't have to work so hard to let people know you are there. I recommend starting with an email to members and subscribers, letting them know about your new page. The next tool that merits some mention is Twitter. I have to admit, I don't see the same value in Twitter that I do in Facebook or some of the other social networking tools for this particular industry. So when I say it merits mention, that's about all I'm going to give it. Twitter is a tool for microblogging, or posting very short updates, comments, or thoughts. Very short updates. Each update is limited to 140 characters. It's hard to communicate anything really meaningful in 140 characters. There are just under 145 million registered users of Twitter, though many of them are not active. So it's hard to ignore it completely. The thing about social media is you have to connect with your member or subscriber using the media that they prefer. Some of your members are likely using it instead of or in addition to other social media tools. So that I don't leave out our Twitter users at Allen Press, we have taken advantage of the fact that you can automatically feed your Facebook posts directly to your Twitter account. It does truncate longer posts, but it preserves any links with a shortened URL, so Twitter users can still get to the content. Anything that you might post on your Facebook page is also suitable for Twitter. One of Twitter's more effective uses is for tracking activity and conversation around an event. For example, prior to your annual meeting, you can create a hashtag for your event that attendees using Twitter can include in their post. Then, searching for that hashtag on Twitter will allow a user to see all the comments about that event quickly and easily. A hashtag is simply the pound sign or the number sign followed by any combination of letters and numbers. Keep them short and simple so that they are easy to remember. You can see in this post that I'm about to make on the slide that I've used the hashtag published for this particular webinar. And, by the way, this is what 140 characters looks like. Okay, on to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a business-oriented social networking site. It has 75 million registered users. At its most basic level, it is a place for people to post their resume and connect with other professionals. The value of it in terms of marketing is that people and companies can create groups. Within those groups, some of these are open and some require approval to join. LinkedIn users can start and participate in discussions. Users then set up their preferences for how often they wish to receive updates from their groups via email. So how do you use this as a marketing tool? First, create a group for your organization. Like with Facebook, let people know it's there by inviting them. LinkedIn does have some tools to help you with the inviting part. Post the same types of information you would post on your Facebook page. Your group members will do the rest as they network with each other. Second, personally join groups that are related to your profession and discipline, or groups that have crossover with your membership. As a member of these other groups, you can start discussions, or in essence, create a post. While you want to be careful not to overstep in these other groups, it's perfectly acceptable to offer members of the group a special offer on subscriptions or memberships, or share information about an upcoming event, or post a link to an interesting article that appeared in your publication, so long as it's relevant to the group. Okay, the last social media tool I want to talk about is YouTube, which is owned by Google. YouTube is a video sharing website where users can upload, share, and view videos for free. The great thing about YouTube is that it has lowered viewers' expectations of video quality across the board. What that means for us marketers is that we can buy an inexpensive video camera and do our own video projects without hiring costly AV engineers. My apologies if we have any engineers in our presence. So what kind of videos can you create that will drive revenue or improve visibility of your organization? Well, it largely depends on what you're trying to accomplish. You could create an interview with an author or a pioneer in your field. Maybe an address from your organization's president, a video about the value of being a member, fun stuff to do at your annual meeting destination, how to do something perhaps, like how to prepare and submit a manuscript. Make it funny or entertaining to maximize traffic and the viral effect. Create your own YouTube channel to organize and aggregate your videos and create links back to your website. Shown on this slide is AAAS's channel. Keep the running time under 5 minutes on your videos. The maximum allowed is 15 minutes. If it's longer, break it into separate segments. This helps you keep the viewer's attention, and it also helps you stay under the 2 gigabyte file size limit imposed by YouTube. Make sure to tag and categorize your video accurately to improve discoverability. Add as many relevant keywords as you can. Once you've posted your video and taken advantage of YouTube's free hosting service, embed your video into your website using the code YouTube provides when you click the Embed button. They make it incredibly easy. You can even add the video to your Facebook page. Communicate that your videos are out there using the other social media tools or good old email. Don't overlook getting your members involved in creating video content for you. After all, YouTube is about user-generated content. Consider hosting a contest for your members and challenge them to create a video about why your organization is important to the field. The possibilities are endless. Be creative.